All right, what's up, people? YouTube and Rumble, and as much as I hate to say this, X. X, wow. Okay, I put my videos on there, but yeah, you guys know. Anyways, kind of making a video late this afternoon. Had some stuff done on the house today. Had some leakage in the water. We had somebody come, in the shower, had somebody come repair it. They just got done, and now my wife's, they had to cut a lot of grout out. So it was dust, and my wife's changing the bed and all the rest of that stuff. So if you hear some sound, it's just my wife working. She doesn't stop. She's like the Energizer rabbit. She just keeps going and going and going. So anyways, it's Saturday afternoon in Cambodia, about 5 o'clock. Done a few things today. Like I said, Saturday's my cleanup day. Before I go any farther, I want to tell you guys, man, thank you so much for watching my videos, man. I'm really getting a lot of views, and I'm getting more subscribers. You guys are using that finger. You're using that finger. I don't know which finger you're using, but whichever one it is, man, I want to kiss your finger. Well, maybe I don't want to really kiss your finger, but I might if you were here. I don't know. Anyways, I try to talk people every day, just about every day, not every day, but just about every day, into leaving the USA because it's so expensive, and I see where people are having to move into hotel rooms and live in their cars and under bridges and in a mom's house and all the rest of that stuff. I know in schools over there, they don't teach anything about economics or budgeting or finances or really any of that stuff. It's pretty much up to your family. Or in my case, my family didn't have any clue about it. So I had to kind of learn about it myself, about saving money, making sure that I wasn't going to be living under a bridge, you know, and I did what I had to do. And a lot of people now, especially the I don't know, what is it, Gen X or I'm confused. Whatever the college students are now, Gen whatever. We gave them cry closets. They could go in there and cry and hold pillows and stuffed animals. We let them protest on schools and take over everything, and didn't really stop them from doing that. And now it's coming back to bite. It's coming back to bite the USA and them. Okay, they're going to have a really difficult time dealing with life. And I've watched some of these videos that, you know, people put a video inside of a video, like a TikTok thing, and I've heard, I don't know how many of these videos from younger people that say they don't want to work. They don't want to work. They think things should be free. It should be a human right to have a house. It should be a human right to be able to go in the grocery store and get what you want. Shouldn't have to work. And if you do, you should be able to go in when you feel like working and work from home and do all those kind of things. And that's just not really the way it works. I wished it was. In a way, I'm glad it's not like that, because then the hard workers would have to they would have to take up the slack. There's an experiment that they did a long time ago on a farm somewhere where they had a whole bunch of crops, and nobody really had any duties to do anything on the crops. They could work if they felt like it, and they could work if they didn't feel like it. And some people got out there and worked every day, pulled the weeds, took care of the crop, made sure the water was flowing correctly, did all the things they were supposed to do, while some of the other people just didn't participate in all. And when the test was over with, when the project was over with, they when it was time for the harvest, excuse me, my wife's behind me, she's drinking something. Anyways, when the harvest was over, the people that didn't do anything got out there and just started pulling the crops like it was nothing, you know. They didn't participate in all. They didn't really do anything. They just kind of let the other people do all the work. And that's kind of the generation that we have raised now. And I know every generation, older generation says that the younger generation doesn't have any work ethic. But it's really hard now. Like I said, I don't know how these people find time for all the protesting and throwing rocks and setting fires and all the stuff they were doing during the George Floyd. I mean, the streets were just full of people. And it's like, they just want to just get up in the morning and play on their phones and play video games and just kind of hang out. And if everyone did that, we wouldn't have any roads. We wouldn't have any bridges. We wouldn't have any electricity. We wouldn't have water in your house. Unfortunately, society has to have people that do things. And if the electricity or the water went out in their house, they're going to want to be able to call somebody on the phone and have them come repair whatever the situation is. So, like I said, it's a shame because they're gonna go their whole lives expecting people coming up with excuses after excuses after excuses of why they can't work and why they can't make a living. When all they got to do is just get up every day and find work. And I did that. Nobody taught me. Nobody made me. Like I said, I grew up in a very poor household. I've talked about that before. And I decided when I left home, man, I didn't like it. I tasted poor for many years in my house when I was young, and I didn't like the taste of it. And I saw other people with other things, really nice things, and I turned my jealousy into ambition. Okay, don't be jealous of other people that have things. I mean, they say tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. Well, you can take every dime the rich have, and it is not going to last. Eventually, it will run out. And then what are those people going to do? What they're going to do, man? What they're going to do when there's potholes the size of cars like they have over here in Cambodia? Like I said, it's unfortunate that a lot of people are like that now. Like I said, they go to school, and I know because I lived in Arizona for a while. Arizona State University was known as a party school, and and that was a long time ago. And I don't know if they still have like the party schools and they go down there in Florida on spring break and just drink and just act like fools on the beach and all the rest of that stuff. I mean, I understand they worked hard, but some of them didn't really. They just go down there and party and get in trouble and put stuff on the internet they probably shouldn't be putting on there because that stuff don't ever come off, right? This video I'm speaking right now, I will probably be long gone, and this video will still be somewhere on the internet. I don't know where you're going to find it, but it'll be there. Some AI robot might have it in his brain, or I might be an AI robot by then. I don't know. Anyways, I got a few things to do around the house tonight. I'm kind of starting to pack my bags, getting ready for my dreaded trip next week. But you guys have possibilities, man. If you guys want to change your life, you can change it. Okay? I'm just telling you can, but you got to take a really close look at it. You got to write it on paper. You got to take steps. You got to look up and see where do you want to go. Like I said, maybe even if you don't want to leave the USA, man, if you're in some place where there's no work or there's not a lot of opportunities, then you got to move. That's just, for me, that's just the way it is. My younger days, I moved around a lot of times. Okay, I've lived in a lot of different states, man. A lot. I've lived all over California. I've lived in Oregon. I've lived in Nevada. I've lived in all over Arizona. I've I lived in Minnesota. I lived in Lake Charles, Louisiana. All kind of places I lived for a while. And I moved around because I had to chase the money. And people say, well, I shouldn't have to chase money. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to at all, man. You can stay in your mommy's basement or the same bedroom that you had when you grew up with the Kermie pillows or whatever you got in your house. I don't care. But like I said, I like nice things, man. And I still like nice things. And I'm going to have more nice things. People over here ask me questions, especially students sometimes. They ask me, teacher, are you a millionaire? And I said, not yet. Not yet. I got time. I'm only 67. So I give myself to 75, man. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'll hopefully by 75, man, everyone is going to know, because I'm going to write that every place I can go, man. I did it. I became a millionaire. So like I said, if I can do it, every single person listening to this video can do it, man. Like I said, again, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. I really, really do, and giving me the, giving me the finger. All right, well, I'm actually thanking somebody for giving me the finger. Okay, all right. Anyways, you guys can push the like and subscribe if you want. Like I said, I watch a lot of videos. I don't do that, and if anybody says anything, tell them this old white man from Cambodia told you to give him the finger. So, anyways, push that subscribe, and you guys have a good, I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow or not. Maybe I'll make my morning ones because I'm outside drinking coffee anyways. But, yeah, you guys be careful, and be careful of those scammers, man. Those scammers are coming for you, man. They're going to try to take whatever you got. So, one of the biggest scammers out there, you ain't got no choice, but you're going to get scammed by them. It's called the government. And they're the biggest scammer of them all. You guys know that already. So, anyways, you can't really do nothing. Well, you can do something about that. You can come over here, get away from it. Anyways, you guys have a good Saturday and Sunday. And like I said, I don't know if I'll make a long video tomorrow, man. All right. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.